Hello, hello. Let me know you are on live with me. Come and say hello. Yay, I can see your comments coming up. Just give me a moment to get all set up. Oh my gosh, we're live, we're live. Okay, it's working. Oh my gosh, I've had a very interesting morning today, which I can't wait to share with you a bit about what's happened. Let me know as you're coming on, how have you been finding the experience so far? What have been some of your favorite moments? You can hear me. Thank you, Melissa. It's always a bit paranoid. I'm like, is this going to work? Let me know some of your biggest takeaways so far of your favorite moments or experiences as we're waiting for everyone to jump on. I would love to hear from you. Oh, I'm seeing you all. Laura, Joe, Harley, Debbie, hello. Karen's here. Yay. Melissa, Erica, welcome. Sinead. Oh, it's so fun to see you guys all. I'm really, really excited for today. So yeah, let me know how you've been finding it so far. Oh, Sinead's loving it. And I haven't responded to your message yet, Sinead. I saw something come through and I love that this is like reignited your passion, your spark for this incredible work as well, which is amazing. Because I think so many more healers, light workers, mediums are needed in the world now more than ever, absolutely. So this is what we're here to do. We're here to activate you all and get you out there serving using your incredible spiritual gifts. Tristan's here, yay. Hi, Tristan. Erica, Vicky, amazing. Oh, you're loving it. I'm so glad. I've got some really fun different exercises for you today as well, which I can't wait to share with you. And a big, big announcement coming at the end of this live. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I have so much to share with you. So it's like, I've just got to slow down, take a breath, and trust whatever's meant to come through for you guys today will come through. So Harley's saying this has created a massive realization for me. Hard to explain how much I'm connecting with everything you share. Makes me so happy. I think the thing is, for me, it's like a dream come true to really be able to share so openly about this work. Some of you might know my history, but I worked as a psychologist for many years. I hid this side. Not even my friends knew about this. I hid it from my friends, from so many people. And now I just own it. Now it's just a part of me. It's who I am and I just own it. And it just feels so good to be able to share it with you all and have so many of you open to this work and not think that I'm completely bonkers, which some people think, so that's fine. Okay, so today we're really going to be diving into Clairsentience. This is one of your psychic gifts, and we're going through a few of the different ones over the next couple of days. And this is an incredible, incredible, incredible gift, Clairsentience. And I know a lot of you here have this natural ability. And what Clairsentience really is your ability to receive information through feelings, emotions, sensations in your body. Okay? And so if you're an empath and you understand or identify as an empath, then you have this strong ability. And so what it looks like, some of the signs, is that you can be seen as a highly sensitive person. So there is a group of people that are known to be highly sensitive people, and my child is definitely one of them, where they feel and sense everything. Okay, so let me know if you're one of those people. You feel and sense the emotions of others. If you go into a busy, crowded shopping center, it can be really uncomfortable for you because you feel everything. You feel everything really strongly, you know, and so there's certain places that might be hard for you to go to because of the energy that you pick up. You know, I remember when I was traveling, I actually went to Auschwitz. Is that how you say it? You know, the concentration camp in Austria. Did anyone ever go there? And I actually walked through there, and it was so unbearable for me that I had to leave because I could feel and pick up on so much of the energy there. And, you know, I found it like almost to the point where I was going to be sick. So that kind of thing, if you're somebody that's highly sensitive to places, like if something's haunted houses, or, you know, you stay in a hotel or a place that something just doesn't feel right, this is Clairsentience. This is this strong feeling of picking up feelings, sensations. And so, yeah, big crowds, you might find it really hard. I definitely do, because I pick up everything. So I have to really close off my energy to everybody when I'm walking through busy places. But there's times where I find it really hard to handle because I can naturally pick up on everything that's going on for people. So you'll also notice this if somebody's around you, if a close friend or family member is going through a tough time. If you have somebody, I'm going to share so many things today coming through, but you know, you've met people, you might be one of these people that put on a happy face. I'm going to share this now because I'm going to share this story a lot throughout this experience. I did a reading this morning that absolutely blew me away, and it was a different experience to what I've ever had before. And I want to share this as an example of this beautiful soul that came through and connected with me today. And he was actually a comedian in life. And there was some difficulties around his passing, okay, that came through in the reading. And I'm going to share more of that later. But one of the important things I want to share about this soul that came through and the connection we had is he showed me that he was somebody that was like the life of a party and put on this like beautiful front and exterior of being the funny person, making everybody laugh, you know, practical joker, all of those types of things. But what was actually going on deep inside of him was a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of depression and mental health issues going on that he was battling. And from the outside, a lot of people would never have known that about him. And so I used my clairsentience in order to connect with him to receive the feeling of what he was experiencing before he died. And you might experience this in your real life where you meet somebody and they've put on a happy face, but you can feel a different emotion or sensation underneath it, or you just feel the sadness or you feel the anxiety. You almost can take on the emotions of others. So empaths do this. And if you're also have this clairsentience really activated, you start to take on the feelings of other people, and often unknowingly. So we often see a lot of mood changes and things like that with people that have clairsentience, where they experience all of the emotions and they can be very sensitive because they're also sensitive to everybody else's feelings, and they often carry them unconsciously without realizing. So let me know if that's you, and let me know if you're somebody that, if you're aware of carrying people's emotions, that you like struggle to shake the heaviness of it. And if you're a healer, this is very important because it is your strength as a healer, as a light worker, as a coach. Your strength is your ability to feel other people's feeling, your empathy. This is what made me an incredible psychologist. I loved this about being a psychologist. But what I had to learn at a young age was how to close down from other people's feelings, how to close off from other people's emotions and not let it drain me completely. Because there were times where it took me down. Other people's struggles, the things they were going through, I went down with them. Let me know if you've been there, because I've had friends with depression, suicidality. I've had clients like that. I've had a lot of clients with significant trauma. And in my early days, it used to take me down. And I used to experience a lot of vicarious trauma, and I struggled to shift the energy of it. So yes, it was a gift, but in my early days as a psychologist, I hadn't learned how to protect my energy yet. Okay. And this is what's so important if you're clairsentient and with all the gifts, is that we need to learn how to protect our energy. And there's lots of different practices that I teach you, particularly in the Psychic Mediumship Academy, where we really focus on protecting your energy. Doing energy clearing and healings regularly is very important. Any of you that are Reiki healers, this is incredible for shifting energy. There is lots of practices for us to return. We have all these cords attached to other people as well. And really what we want to do is, if we've got all of these attachments of cords to other people, other people's emotions, other people's energy, what it does is it drains our life force. Okay? It just completely drains you and you feel like you've got nothing left. So let me know if that is you, because there's a few things that are important here, not only protecting your energy, but boundaries become important too. So boundaries in what you can and can't do and how much you're willing to give. We need to get firm with our boundaries so that we are looking after ourselves and our well-being first and foremost. And so we may need to put strong boundaries in with other people, for sure. And I've had to do that in my life. And it really is really hard for me, because I'm the natural person, which you will be too. If you're have this strong gift, you are the person that everybody comes to with their problems. Everyone wants to talk to you about their problems. And, I laugh about this because when you're meant to be a light worker, a healer, this is just what happens in your life. Everybody comes to you with their problems. They share their deepest, darkest secrets. They can share things inappropriately too. You might be in the shopping center and they're telling you about the you know, the breakdown in their marriage, and it's like you just met. Do you know what I'm saying? But they feel comfortable to do that. So we need to be mindful of our energy. So what I wanted to say about this is noticing we have to first be aware that we've taken on the energy of other people. This is why this work is very important, to know yourself. This is why, as a psychic, as a medium, a big part of strengthening these gifts and abilities is your own healing work, your relationship with yourself. This is a really big part that will help you to become incredible at this work. Knowing yourself at the deepest level you possibly can, and continuing to learn and shed layers and do that healing. Because in doing that, a lot of things happen. You get better as a psychic and a medium, and I'm going to explain why in a moment. And more of your gifts and abilities come through. So a lot of the pain, the emotions from the past, the trauma that you're carrying can block you receiving information. It can block you opening up to receiving more, because you're kind of weighed down by the heaviness of it. So when it comes to spiritual work, it's a lot about healing, releasing, letting go of the past, raising your vibration, bringing as much light into your energy, into your frequency as possible. Okay, so that's why, as we do this work, continuing to do healing alongside it is very important. And, you know, whatever you're drawn to. Yeah, and the other thing I was going to say about clairsentience is, you know, if you're somebody that, you like me, where you watch a movie and like you're bawling, if like there's anything about children or anything sad and you're bawling your eyes out, or it could even be an advertisement on TV and you're like tearing up, and my husband just laughs at me, just cannot, you know, just like, what are you crying about? If you're one of those people, it's like, this is clairsentience. So we need to protect our energy. We need to get clear and set our intentions when we want to tune into other people's energy. Okay, and when we don't, and we need to know how to release that energy. Melissa cries all the time. I love it. So do I. Like all the time. And I'm like, come on, this is ridiculous. No, I love it. Okay, so I've lost my train of thought, so let me just take a moment. Yeah, I can't watch scary shows either. So you might be this person too. Scary, traumatic TV shows, I cannot do at all. I feel it way too strongly, like it's too real for me. I can't separate myself as easily. Oh, Laura Lee's crying right now. I'm sending you so much love. Okay, so what we need to get good at is knowing ourselves, knowing what is our own thoughts, what are our feelings, who am I? This is the journey of the spiritual awakening, as starting with understanding ourselves. The reason this is so important is we need to be able to differentiate and notice when we've taken on something that's not ours. And this is when you're working psychically and with spirit. We need to be aware of when something else has come in that's not our energy. Does this make sense? This is why your healing journey, your understanding of yourself is so important with this. You need to know your own mind, your own thoughts, and then you can recognize when something else comes in that doesn't feel like it belongs to you. And this is the most beautiful experience, by the way. It's not something that needs to be scary or anything. It's just that you start to get better at noticing the subtle shifts. So if you notice that how you're feeling during the day, if you're feeling like really calm, happy and at ease and pretty good, then you go and have an interaction with somebody, and then all of a sudden you're feeling really down and depressed or anxious, and you weren't feeling that before. That's your indication to tell you and to notice, wow, I think I've really taken that on from somebody else. The first thing you can do to notice that is ask yourself, does this belong to me? Yes or no? Is this mine? Yes or no? Okay, and so you notice where you're drawn, and your body will tell you if it belongs to you or not. And then you ask for that to be released or returned to sender or into the ground, into white light. I have lots of different practices. Now, I had to really master this to do what I do now, to work as a psychologist with significant trauma for years, and to be a psychic medium dealing with what I deal with now. I have to get really good at releasing other people's stuff and emotions. If I don't, I will become sick. Okay, and this is what you see with a lot of mediums that are always on, always open. And if you don't look after yourself, you can start to become sick, because emotions that are trapped in the body start to create illness. Some of you might realize this, particularly if you're taking on those from others. So energy clearing, incense, working on yourself, breath work, therapy, counseling, whatever you're drawn to is going to really help strengthen your psychic abilities as well. So noticing that's come on. So when we do Clairsentience and when we do readings, some of you hear it in the Psychic Mediumship Academy, and what they'll notice and experience is picking up aches and pains from other people. So this is what we use Clairsentience for. And it's absolutely mind-blowing and incredible that literally through activating Clairsentience and tuning into the emotions and feelings and sensations of another person, you can pick up pretty much everything about them. And this is why I love this gift, because all you need to do is be able to tune into one or two emotions, and those emotions unlock everything about that person's life. So I'm going to give you an example. As you know, emotions are stored in the body, and they're connected to different experiences that we've had or past traumas. So as a psychic, we can actually tune into those emotions in the body, where they are. We can also tune into why they're there, where they came from, what they're about, what the person needs to heal and let go. And so this is why it's such an incredible gift, because you can get to the root cause of people's issues very quickly, because you can feel and sense what it is. And also, the more that you do your own inner work, the easier and quicker it is to pick up what is in someone else that they need to heal and release and work through, because you've worked through it, you've healed it, you've released it. So then it's so easy to pick it up in somebody else. Does that make sense? And you'll often attract clients, right? And when we do readings in the Psychic Mediumship Academy, this happens all the time. It's so easy to pick up things in other people that you've felt or moved through or experienced in your life. That will be the easiest, quickest bits of information to pick up. So I'm going to give you an example, heavier examples. Like if you've had a narcissistic relationship in your life, for example, or a partner, and you've moved through that, if someone comes to you for a reading, you'll pick that instantly. So I see this in readings. The people that have had this experience pick it instantly in somebody else. If you've ever had any specific traumas, abuse early on in life, you'll pick it in your client instantly. So this is what I became really good at as a psychologist, tuning into other people's energies and sensing what was going on for them. So I'd know instantly when someone sat in my room, if they had a mental health issue, a disorder, a personality disorder, if they had a specific trauma, I knew intuitively the minute they sat down. And that used to guide my work. So if I picked sexual abuse, which would happen, and I knew that they were coming to talk to me about that, I knew the minute they sat down, I wouldn't say it, because obviously that wouldn't be helpful to them, because they needed to build trust with me in order to reveal it. But it was a very important part of the healing process for them to feel safe enough to talk to me about that, because they would get a sense that I already knew. And I would help them to see that I get it. I already know. And I would say to them, I know there's something you really want to talk about today, and I'm here when you're ready. Just know that, if it comes up and you want to talk about it, we can, but there's no pressure. And when they'd get to a point in the therapy and they'd say, and I'd feel energetically, they want to go there now, they want to talk about it, they're ready, I'd say to them, if you want to talk about it, I'm here. And I feel I really already know what it is, and I would say to them, there's nothing that you can tell me that is going to scare, frighten me, make me pull away from you, okay? And I would guide them that way. And that really creates a lot of safety. So there's a real gift in that. You can use it to guide sessions. We use it a lot to, if I'm doing a session with someone or a reading, I'll get guided to what I need to talk about first. But the gateway for me is through the emotions. So when we train together in the Psychic Mediumship Academy, I help you to understand your unique gifts and your psychic gateways, which is what is the easiest pieces of information for you to pick up first. For me, it's always about relationships, about emotions, mental health, business. There's so many things that are easy for me to pick up because I've got a lot of experience in my own life with that. And you will have that for yourself too. And so we work out what that is. I want to go back to the emotions, about how you can pick up everything about a person through the emotions. It really blows my mind. So I'm going to give you an example. Then I'm going to read some of your comments because I love hearing from you as well. So often in our readings as well, people will pick up a heaviness or a tightness in the chest. Okay, and so grief, as some of you might know, is often stored in the chest. People that have had significant grief and loss in their life, the emotion will sit here. And so I don't know if any of you do some body work or semantic work. Some of you work on this stuff through the body, I know that. But as a psychologist, I was always aware of these emotions and where they would sit. And so they can experience a real heaviness around that. And people, when they're in therapy, when you ask them to tune into the body and where they were feeling it, this is where they would feel the heaviness of grief, right? And so as a psychic, when I'm doing readings, I can tune in and feel that with somebody. And then what I can do is go, what is the heaviness and grief about? What is the loss about? What is it connected to? And then from there, I'll get more and more information. I'll get information about who it is, who it was, what happened in the relationship. I'll get if it's somebody that passed. Yeah, and Melissa saying feels like you can't breathe. So you'll get that sensation if you're activating clairsentience and you've got someone sitting with you that's had significant grief and you're tuned in, you'll start to feel it in your own body. This is the most incredible part of this work, is that you start to feel their sensations. And this is a psychic gift that you can harness as a superpower, and it doesn't have to kind of deplete you and destroy you, right? Which it can if you're unaware of it and you don't know how to work with it. So you can tune in, get this information, you can pass on information, you can see where their blocks are, where they need healing, what they need to work through, what's going to help guide your session. So this is why I love this work so much, and why activating your psychic and spiritual gifts is so important to you as a healer, as a coach, as a light worker. It will take your work to a whole nother level, and there is no school out there in the education system that I know of that teaches this that I'm teaching you. We do not talk about intuition at university. We don't talk about energy healing, and it's such a big part of this work and to make you an incredible healer. And that's what I'm here to help you to do. I want you to become incredible at this so we can help more people. So what this is going to be able to do to activate this and utilize this in your sessions is it's going to help guide you as to what the person needs moving forward. And so you're going to use your intuition, and then you're going to draw on your other skills to help the person move through it. So you might do that as a psychic medium, and you might then feel you want to connect with spirit because there's a significant loss there, and you might feel spirit coming through. You might do that. You might do a tarot reading. You might bring in your crystals and do crystal healing. You might feel that guided to do Reiki, that this person now needs Reiki and this is going to help them shift through it. You might bring in your NLP, your breath work, your yoga, whatever other tool you have is going to be so beneficial when you learn how to tune in and tap into your client and be guided intuitively. And then what I teach you as well is to allow spirit in to work through you. And this is where the magic happens. This is where I have clients that takes their Reiki sessions to another level because they're working with the grandmother on the other side who also has a message for them. I want to give an example of this as well today. I did a reading this morning, and this is what really blew my mind. And I haven't had a lot of like crime scene type readings. And this is what happened this morning, is that this beautiful soul came through to tell me that it appeared that he had suicided and taken his own life, and gave details of that, but actually came through to say that there was more to the story and that there was more that happened. And he went into a lot of detail about what that was. And to me, it really stuck with me. And it was such a profound reading because it just shows that I picked up things that also resonated with her. This person was like, that's what I felt all along has happened, but that's not what we were told. Okay. And so this is the thing with this work. You're going to be able to uncover things and bring peace and comfort to people in a way that nothing else can. And so my hope and intent from that reading with that lady would be that it would bring a lot of peace and comfort to her and her family, because it didn't make sense to them. What they were told had happened didn't make sense. It didn't sit right. That is clairsentience. We've got to trust in that feeling. If it doesn't feel right, listen, pay attention. There's a reason. This lady got confirmation on that today. Okay. And I don't know what's going to happen from there with this. And, I just hope a lot of peace comes to the family. But we've got to listen. This is why our emotions are so important, is tuning in and sensing and feeling your emotions and others gives you so much information. Okay. So with activating clairsentience, we are going to do some exercises, but I want to talk a little bit more about this. It's also knowing and feeling and tuning into your own feelings. Okay. If you if you are drawn to a situation or experience or a person and you feel sick in your stomach, pay attention. There's a reason. Okay, so I'm really good at, as I said, have a good radar for people. I love humans so much, and I've worked with so many, but I have this radar where I just know if somebody's not who they say they are, and if there's something else to them, or you know, they're painting this picture and it's just not who they are. And I'm often right, like I always have been, and people don't like to hear it potentially if I have an off feeling about someone. But you're going to have this too. Pay attention, okay? And experiences, if there's a difference between having fear around an experience and it not feeling right. There's a different feeling. We've got to tap in and tune in and to navigate that to make sense of it. So for me, I'm going to give you some examples of when I'm intuitively guided and led and what it actually feels like, so that I know that it's intuitive guidance and that it's the right thing for me. This is all part of this clairsentience, activating this, getting better at it. So for me, if something is a heck yes, I feel it like a heck yes. I'm so excited. I know I need to do this. This feels so right. But then I'm scared. I'm scared to do it because what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work out? What if it doesn't happen? Okay. So I now know and recognize, even if there's fear, doesn't mean it's not meant for me. But there's a different feeling if it doesn't feel right. If it doesn't feel right, it's that I don't really want to do it. I don't want to do it. It doesn't feel good and exciting to me. There isn't that excitement and pull to it. It's like I have resistance and I don't know why, and it doesn't feel right. Pay attention to that. Your body will tell you. Okay. And spirit, your guides, your angels will work through your body to give you and guide you. Okay. They're doing this all of the time. We don't even realize it. Okay. And yeah, Debbie says, when I walk into the room, I can feel the energy. You know, have you ever had this experience where you might have, when you're a child or at some point in your life, if someone's had a huge conflict and you walk into the room and it's silent, you can like feel it. You know that saying, you could almost cut a knife through the air. Is that it, with the air, or cut a knife through the air? Do you know that feeling? Yeah, they're going to tell you another feeling that's happened. Has anybody had experience where they've picked up someone else is having an affair? I'm going to say this because the amount of times I've picked this, and I've been like the first person to notice this, and it's so hard to sit with and deal with. But you know, you get a feeling between people and are just knowing, and you feel the relationship, you feel there's something going on here, right? You just have this knowing and this sense. Okay. If people are in an argument, you know, and they don't like each other, you just pick it, you just know. So this is clairsentience as well. There's a bit of knowing is claircognizance, which we'll go into tomorrow, but clairsentience is really all about your feelings and the feelings of others. So this is an incredible psychic gift to activate that we want to work on developing, because it's going to help guide you in your life to make decisions and to know what's the right thing for you. And when I say that, always go, you are the only person who knows what's best for you. Your intuition is so strong. No one else has access to your intuition, your unique way of doing things. No one else has access to your blueprint, your path of what you're meant to be doing in your life. Only you do, and your guides and your angels. And yes, psychics can tune into that for sure, but your family and friends aren't aware of this. That's why we've got to trust our intuition more than ever. The moves that we make, the choices we make in our life moving forward are not going to make sense to everyone. They're not going to get it, particularly when they're intuitively guided. It makes no logical sense. But to be powerful at this work and powerful as a spiritual entrepreneur and healer, you've got to be somebody that fully leans in and trusts your intuition, even if other people don't get it and are not accepting or open to it. Because that's where the magic happens, and that's when you're guided and led to where you're meant to be, or where you're not meant to be, right? If something doesn't feel right and your parents are telling you as a child, go do it, we want you to do this, we want you to do that, and you're like, it doesn't feel right, it's not what I want. It's hard as a child. We don't always get to have a say, right? But we've got to pay attention. And so think back over your life where your intuition, your feeling, your senses were activated and something didn't feel right, or it did, and think about what happened as a result of that, when you did pay attention or when you didn't. Okay, so we're always being guided. Okay, so I want you all to get really good at tuning into the sensations of others, but also being able to release it. So I'm going to give you some exercises to develop this and practice this today. But I also want to give you some tools to clear the energy, because I don't want you carrying and holding on to other emotions and emotions that are not yours. So I'm going to give you a few exercises to do maybe after this or in your life to notice and clear that energy that you're holding on to that isn't yours. I've got to do this after every reading. I've got to have these practices. And as a psychologist, I really got good at this because I couldn't be bringing home that all of the time. I had to have a way to let go of it. Okay. And so a few things that helped me, I'm going to give you one today, is I would have to like literally visualize myself closing down. And so this is why spirit come in strongly with this. When we are opening to spirit and doing this work, we need to open up and we need to close down. They've been coming through a lot more strongly with me about the importance of closing down lately, because I've been forgetting to at times. And so we need to close down when we do this work too. And that is simple as doing a prayer, letting spirit know I'm not working anymore, I'm closing down. You can visualize closing off intentionally, energetically, but also closing off the auras as well, and closing down the chakras, sorry. So I have a practice of doing that. And then it's getting back into life, getting back into the routine, noise in the house, activating those senses, grounding you back into the room. You know, you've got your incense, your sage, your essential oils, amazing clearing tools. I use my smudge stick a lot. Nature as well is really grounding, clearing, okay? There's lots of other tools that I give you, crystals as well. So see where you're drawn, but there's some amazing tools out there. Okay, so we can learn not to take on these other emotions. We can learn to tune in, to connect, to feel, and then release it. That's what we want to get really good at, okay? And that's what I'm really, really good at. So I can let it go and move on with my day and it not affect me too much energetically. Okay, there's times where it is harder than others, but this is what we want to be good at and we need to do to preserve our energy and our well-being, okay? So I'm going to give you a few exercises now to help you tune into the clairsentience. So let me know, give me a heart in the comments if you're excited to dive into some practices. While you're doing that, I'm just going to check some of the comments. Okay, awesome. Sorry, I got some things. So I'm just reading back through. Awesome. You're keen to practice? Yes. So warns her family of other people. Amazing. It's such an incredible gift, but it's a hard one when people don't want to listen, do they? Or they get triggered. My husband could be talking about a co-worker and I tell him to watch out for them, and it has never failed me. I love that. Yeah, I love that, Norma. And, you know, if somebody's, you know, you get a feeling about an experience somebody's about to go into. I picked it every time. I picked it with relationships with my friends, with family. And it's hard. It sucks because you still got to let people make their choices, live their life and their journey, right? Even if you don't have a good feeling about something. Sometimes you can intervene and sometimes you can't. Sometimes you've got to let people go through the lessons and experiences they're meant to have, right? It's just like as a parent, we can't protect our kids from every bad possible experience that we can see coming. So it's really a tough one to navigate sometimes. So what I'm going to do is show you some cards and I want you to tune into the feeling. And this is going to be fun because these are actually cards that I used to use in my therapy room with children. And I'm really excited to get them back out. I got this idea to do this with you today. So what I want you to do is I'm going to show you the card and they've each got an emotion that's been acted out, played out in this image. And I want you to see if you can tune into the emotion of the card. And I want you to write it in the comments. And I'm going to say it to myself as well, but I want you to tune into the feeling, into the energy. But notice if you feel it. I really want you to tap into the feeling of it. Just write in the comments what you're picking up. And remember, this is a bit of fun, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go into the second one. Okay, so this is number 2. So I'm tuning into this emotion as well. Okay, so number 3. We can tune into this one. Okay, I'm just going to do one more. Okay, number 4. Okay, so a bit of fun. Let's see how you went. Now, remember with these exercises, this isn't the only indicator of your psychic ability, okay? There are no incredible psychics that don't always get all of these right, but it's really good to help tap in and help you to open up. So I do lots of different exercises to help you with this, but these are just some of them that we can do. So the first one, number 1, was this one. So this is, tired. Look at the bear. Isn't he cute? I used to get children to pick these when I worked with them about their feelings, and I forgot I had them, and I found them just this morning, so good timing. So the first one was tired. The second one was angry. Okay, so some of you again might get these, but in different orders. And some of you could have been feeling into my emotions too, so that can happen. Okay, so that was number 2. Number 3 was this one. It's caring or love. Okay, and then the last one. So number 4. It's excited, joyful. So let me know if you got any of those, just for fun. Okay. And I'm going to do something else with you now, which I'm really excited about, just to kind of tap into this a bit more. And don't worry if you didn't get any right. It's not a sign that you're not good at this. There's lots of different ways you can tap in and open up these abilities, okay? And sometimes I have people that find this so much easier when you're reading and tuning into people than you do with cards. So I need a volunteer that's open to us tuning into you, because I'm going to give you an exercise. So I just need, just give me a heart in the comments if you're open to being a volunteer for us to tune into your energy and do a reading for you. Amazing. So what I'm going to do is choose somebody and we're all going to tune into them. Okay, and what we're going to do is tune into how they're feeling today. We're going to use Clairsentience and we're going to set the intention to tune into their emotions, but also what their thoughts, their feelings are, where they're at the moment in their life. Okay, and what I'm going to get you to do when I select this person and we tune in, we'll try and do a few together. We'll see how we go. I want you to just type in the comments what you're picking up. Don't worry about it being wrong or not getting things accurate. You've got to let that go, leave that at the door. When it comes to psychic work, you've just got to trust what's coming and you just got to give it as you're getting it. And by doing that, you'll get better and better and more will come through. Okay, so awesome. We've got some volunteers. So we're going to start with Sona. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, lovely. We're going to all tune into Sona Sud. If you can find her in the chat box and her name, and even if you're watching the replay, you can do this as well with us. I want you to set your intention to tune in psychically to Sona, okay? And we're going to see what we can pick up. So I'm just going to do a short little opening up meditation or prayer for you all just to kind of get you in the zone. So just sit nice and comfortable and relaxed. Your feet firmly placed on the ground. Just going to invite in our angels from the highest heights that come through with the most love and light for us today. And we're going to invite in our guides to help us strengthen the connection between our world and spirit world, and to help us to activate our psychic and mediumship abilities. We ask you to help us activate our clairsentience today so that we can clearly feel the information coming through. I'm just going to invite you to surround yourself in this beautiful white light. So just visualize yourself standing under a shower and it's pouring with water. And this water is beautiful white light that's just pouring all over you, washing away anything that's negative, not wanted, not serving you for your highest and greatest good. Anything that is an emotion you're carrying from others that doesn't belong to you, just inviting the shower and the water just to wash it all away and just cleansing the auric field, surrounding yourself in this beautiful light that's coming through. And you can feel it cleansing and clearing all of your cells. You feel yourself lighter and lighter, radiating with this beautiful white light. Just allowing it to wash your whole body. You can even visualize yourself scrubbing away anything that's not belonging to you, anything that you're holding on to, that you're wanting to release and let go of. I'm just going to invite in your angels to help you to release that and clear that for you now. Just feel the love and the warmth of their presence. I'm going to help you to open your mind up to you being an incredible psychic and medium that's capable of receiving accurate information to help bring guidance and love and peace to the world. And I want you to let go of the ego, let go of the mind, let go of your thoughts and beliefs about this work and what you can do, and just trust yourself, trust your ability, trust what comes through. And release any expectation you have of what needs to happen. So as you're sitting there, I want you to bring Sona Sud's name to your mind. I want you to see her name in your mind's eye. And I want you to start to set your intention to tune into her energy psychically with her permission. We've asked for her permission, so we can head on in and start to tune into her frequency. I want you to tune into her mindset, her emotions, particularly around what is she thinking and feeling today. And what I want you to do is just notice any thoughts, any feelings, any subtle shifts that happen for you, and just be open to it. Don't discount it, don't question it. Just be open to anything that comes through for you. Just taking a few deep breaths in and out. Relaxing and calming your body. Just sit with that for a few more moments. Okay, and then I'm just going to invite you to bring yourself back to the room, just wiggling your fingers and toes. If you want to look at Sona's name, that can help you to tune into her energy a little bit more, even her picture. All we need is her name to be able to tune into her energy. We don't need to be able to see her. So I want you to write in the comments anything that you're feeling and experiencing and anything that's coming through. And I just want you to write it. Don't worry and stress about anything. Don't try to make sense of it. Don't overanalyze any of it. Just put it all in the comments. So just, if you can hold back on responding, Sona, just while everyone puts their comments in, and then when a few people have had a chance, I'll invite you to let us know if any of it made sense just at the end. Noticing any feelings and sensations you have in your body, because this, as we're tuning in, this will be an indicator of what's happening for Sona. Just trust anything else that's coming through. Everyone have a go. Like, I just want you to give this a go and not worry about if any of it makes sense. The more that you give this a go and just try, the more that you'll surprise yourself. Okay. So now that people have had a chance to comment, Sona, can you let us know in the comments if any of that resonated? Hopefully it doesn't take you too long, but just have a quick look through what people have said, and just, can you give us like a few sentences on what you don't have to give away too much about yourself, but just let us know what is resonating and what you're currently feeling and experiencing at the moment. If any of that made any sense to you, that would be amazing. Okay. Now, what I want you to know while you're all doing this and while we're waiting for Sona to just put in a response there, is that what is incredible about developing as a psychic and as a medium is that you don't need to just have the person sitting in front of you to be able to do this, and you don't need tarot cards, okay? So yes, there's amazing, incredible tools, but what I'm teaching you is how to utilize your own natural gift and ability. And this is the one that will blow other people away. This is the one that is, you don't need any tools. You just use them because you feel guided to and you want to, and you're not relying on them. And so what I teach you as well is how you can actually do this online. And so what I've been able to do in advance over time is I used to only do this in person. I used to only do readings one-on-one in person, and I used to only do them in person to groups of people when I was training. And then 4 or 5 years ago, Spirit guided me to take everything online. Everything I was doing online, including readings. And I was terrified. I was so scared. I'd never used Zoom before. and I'd never been online with my psychic abilities, I had no idea if it would still work in the same way. Like, I knew and trusted it would, because it's all energy, but I had no idea that I could still do this work online and it'd be all the same. And so that's what I want you to know, is that what I teach you to do, and as we activate these abilities, you can read just with having a person's name. You can read and do readings and intuitive guidance online via Zoom. You know, you can do it in person. You can do it in so many ways, and it will take everything that you do to a whole new level. But what I'm also about teaching you is how you can actually do this as a business. What I'm so passionate about that I really wanted to share with you today is 4 or 5 years ago, when I had the download to do this, it was an inspiration. It was inspired guidance from spirit that said to me, you need to start your own business and you need to start teaching this work and become a spiritual coach. And I followed that guidance when everyone thought I was crazy. I'd spent 10 years developing as a psychologist. I'm going to read your comments at the end. I can see Sony getting back to everyone, which is amazing. I spent 10 years developing as a psychologist, and I literally walked away from my entire career to do this work that I'm doing with you now. And it was the best decision of my life. And when I started my business 4 months later, I started hitting 20K months in my business, and I took my business from 0 to multiple 6 figures in 2 years. And I've continued to have very high income months in my business. And so what happened along that journey is I did so well in this industry so quickly, and I was learning so much about business and marketing and sales and offers and programs and all sorts of things, that I started to realize that I wanted to teach more people about this. And so what I've been led to and guided to from Spirit is not only to help you activate these abilities, but help you to become paid and earn incredible money with your gifts, which I believe that we are so worthy and deserving of. And this work is absolutely life-changing, you know. And what I want to see in the world is more spiritually gifted people that have good intentions and big hearts and want to serve and bring more love and light to the world. I want to see them living more abundantly and having more freedom and more joy and more fulfillment in life. And so what my journey has then become is to help people transition out of the matrix. Okay. And what I mean by that is, in my journey, is help you transition out of the system. Okay. And this is if you feel called or guided to this. If you're in the system and in jobs and in paid work and all the things, that is completely okay. But I'm also here for the people that no longer want to continue on that path, that want to find another way, and that want to activate spiritual gifts, be their full self, and be able to bring this fully into their work and be paid to do it. Because I've done incredibly well in my business, and I do believe and know that that happened and journey had to happen so I could guide other people to do the same. And I've always had this sort of agreement with Spirit. It's like, you help me to do this and develop in this way and experience these things, and I'll spend my entire life helping other people to do the same. So that's a bit about where my work's come into. It's not just activating your gifts and abilities, but it's helping you learn how to actually make money and make money for yourself and utilizing your gifts. And the goal of this for me, and the intention is, so you never have to rely on the system if you don't want to. If you don't want to, and you're not feeling called to that anymore, or you're searching for something more fulfilling, more rewarding, more meaningful, more impactful, that gives you a sense of freedom to do things the way that you want to do them and live your life how you want to do them. That's what I stand for. That's who I am. That's what I've created. I have complete freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want. I make money every single day while I sleep in so many different ways, and on holidays I do incredibly well. I'm so absolutely grateful. So grateful. And I know how to help people to create this. It's something that I'm incredibly good at doing and teaching. And so I want you to be self-sufficient. I want you to be able to be your full self and not have to rely on anybody else for money and income if you don't want to. I want more women, more men to be empowered, so that if they don't want to have to go back to their job or go back to a 9 to 5, they don't have to. They don't have to, because they've got another source of income, and they can fully trust themselves to create wealth and to create money at any moment, whenever they want. So that's what I've created. I can create income at any moment, at any time, very easily in my business, and know exactly how to do that. I've built up the skills and the tools to know how to do that really effectively, so that I never have to really worry. I don't have to worry because I know how to make money. I know how to grow my business and do incredible work and have a life. This is what it's all about too. When you work for yourself as a spiritual healer, as a coach, or whatever it is that you're drawn to, you set your time as to how you want to spend it. I'm available for school pickups and drop-offs every day, school holidays. I'm home with my kids all the time doing this. I built this while my kids were babies, and I built it during their nap times. And so this is available to you. It's absolutely mind-blowing, you know, and you'll all do this work in different ways. But if you have a phone or a laptop and you're willing to go online, the potential with what you can do is enormous. And so this is kind of what I bring to everybody too, is that what makes me a bit different about what I do is that I'm not just teaching you activating these gifts and helping you to heal and release what you're holding on to and become more confident in yourself and more confident to own your spiritual gifts and all of that as well. I'm also here to help you to learn how to receive wealth and abundance. And you can also work with your guides to receive this. So this brings me to one of the points that I want to make with this as well. So I'm going to have a look back through your comments in a moment. I get downloads continuously all the time in my life. I know you all do too. And we've talked about this with inspired guidance of moves to make, steps to take, actions to take in my life. Hannah's here. Oh my gosh, how exciting. It comes to the end of the training, but I'm excited. I use this guidance in every way, shape, or form in my life. It is my superpower, I believe, and it's also your superpower, is your ability to follow and receive inspired guidance, receive guidance from spirit, and act on it. This is this is our superpower that I believe that so many don't want us to really hone in on and really understand and be connected to, because we are so powerful with it. We don't need anything else outside of us because we've got the answers within us. Okay, this is what this is all about. And so I've received guidance around starting this business, around coming out as a psychic medium, around creating the Psychic Mediumship Academy. This is all from spirit, around being my husband, or going to places and having incredible connections and conversations with people that ended up, you know, in the most beautiful experiences, readings happening, life-changing experiences from following the guidance. And a big, massive download came to me last night, unexpectedly, as it does. The download came to run the Psychic Challenge. The download came, I've had so much intuitive guidance around my business lately, it's insane, around how to grow my business quickly, grow my group, all sorts of things. But the biggest download I probably ever had came in last night. And I am so freaking excited to share it with you guys and announce to you what I have in the works for you all and what is coming. So let me know if you're excited in the comments, because Spirit have guided me and let me know that things are about to ramp up and shift in a really big way. Okay, and it's very important to Spirit to have more of you doing this work, more of you connected spiritually, tapped into your intuition, being resourceful yourself so that you can support yourself in your life. You can live incredible lives. You can receive money, all of the things. Like, they want me to help you to do that, and I'm dedicating my life to it. And so they've given me something that I'm really freaking excited about, that's still integrating and landing. And I'm still like, I can't believe this is coming through. And I shared it with Karen. Karen, are you here? The beautiful Karen, who is one of my soul friends and clients, and now on my team, which you guys have probably spoken to Karen in the DMs, because she's taking on a lot of tasks as things are growing so much. We received this information from source, and when you're ready and things are in alignment and you're set up and you're ready to receive the next level, you'll be given it. And so this is my next level. Karen is here. So I rang Karen this morning. I said, you'll never believe this. I share some crazy things with Karen, and I say to her, like, do you think I'm crazy? Have I lost it? She's like, no, I get it. This is amazing. And it's so nice to have people like Karen in my corner that just get me and get all of this and don't think I've lost the plot. So what was given to me and downloaded to me today from Spirit was opening up an experience and an opportunity for you all that is called the Spiritual Gold Path. Okay. And I told Karen about this, and we are so excited, and so much of it is landing and is coming through. Now, the really fun thing about this spiritual gold pass that we are releasing is that you don't know what is going to be included as part of it, because I want to make this a really fun experience, okay? And this is going to be so freaking fun. It's going to be next level, okay? And so if you're in and up for something fun and completely life-changing in the biggest, best possible way, and you're ready to be completely mind-blown, then you want to be part of this experience that's coming, okay? And I'm not giving you all the details because so much more of it is landing, okay? All right, so the spiritual gold pass we're releasing. Now, what I will tell you about it is that it is a pass that you can purchase with me, and it's coming through at $1,111 to purchase this gold pass that is going to give you access to some mind-blowing, insane experiences with me that you're not going to believe is true or is real. It is going to be so incredibly valuable that it's probably going to be the best thing that you've purchased all year. I can guarantee you that, because Karen and I are working together, and the vision of what we're doing and where we're taking this business, like, we are going big, okay? I've been working at this for a long time, and now is the time. So what I can tell you and what I will tell you is, one, there's going to be a series of offers that are released as part of this spiritual gold pass. If you purchase it before the 19th of June, you get it for $1,111, but it is going to go up because the value is going to be so insane. You're going to think that I've lost it, okay? And every coach that I've had and person in business is literally going to not understand why I'm doing this and think that I've lost it, because financially it doesn't make sense, okay? But I need to do it because it's coming through so big and strong, and I'm so excited about it. So what I will tell you about it is you get access to every single offer that I'm going to release during what came to us was the Lifting the Veil party. So we're going to do a Lifting the Veil party coming up where I'm going to release every single thing that you get as part of the spiritual gold pass, okay? You're going to get so much. Like, it is literally going to be the best value for money you've ever spent and the best offer I've ever created. And I've never, ever done anything like this before. And it won't ever be the same again. I don't know if I'll do this again. It won't have the same things that I'm offering now. It's probably going to be, I'm probably going to look back later and think, yeah, maybe I'll make some tweaks, who knows. But what I can tell you that's going to be included in this pass, the Psychic Mediumship Academy is going to be included in this pass. That is a $3,000 program, the Psychic Mediumship Academy. It is my best-selling program. It is the program that took my business to multiple six figures. It is the program that I downloaded that I had my first 20, 30K months with, okay? This program is life-changing. Everybody shifts in this program. Everybody that shows up, that does the work, that completes the program, shifts, everyone. They receive accurate psychic information, but strong connection to spirit. Majority of my clients go on to do this as paid work. Karen's been one of those people that came through the Psychic Mediumship Academy. They all use it in their business, in their healing. They do live mediumship demonstrations. I've got clients doing live readings now. I guarantee you this program works 100%. I know how to help you develop and activate these gifts, and I do it inside that program. So that is my signature program, and it's just getting better and better as I'm evolving and growing and adding more and more to it. So that you're also going to get access to the Spiritual Activation Membership, which some of you will know about. This Spiritual Activation Membership is going to be part of the Gold Pass, okay? And that is a collaboration that I do with my dad. It's a membership. And you get weekly calls, energy healing, transmissions, spiritual teachings, light code activations. There's a lot of energy healing, clearing, shifting, up leveling happening in the membership. It is incredible, incredible vortex. Those that are in it, can tell you about it. Those that have done the Psychic Mediumship Academy, like Melissa's in there and a few others, it's amazing. So these two things combined are like a powerful vortex for your growth and ascension, because we're hitting you on all levels. It's like we're doing the practical, we're doing the experiential learning, we're doing the energy healing, the inner work, so many things. Yes, the other really cool thing about the pass that I want to do for you all is I want to make it a no-brainer, and I want to blow your mind. I want to do that because that is fun for me, and I love you guys, and I love this work so much. And it's also me wanting to give back, because Spirit have supported me so much with this work to get here, that I just want more of you to access this. I want you to experience this work. It is life-changing. You'll never be the same again. So there is a payment plan for it as well. I think Karen's got all the details. I don't know if you do, Karen, because we've been, this download came really strong, and I was like, Karen, can you help me? I need to get this out there. So Karen is going to drop the link for the Gold Pass, and there's going to be a lot more coming into it. So I'm not going to reveal exactly what's in it, okay? But what is going to, until there's going to be, when we launch the Lifting the Veil experience, then I'm going to tell you everything that's included, and you're going to be blown away. The other thing I was going to say about it is the price will increase. It's $1,111. What I can tell you, it's going to be 10 times that value. What you get is going to be worth like $30,000, like, or more. Like it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. You're not going to believe me. So it's going to be worth a gazillion times more than what you're paying. I can't even do the math on that yet because it's still dropping in. So there's a payment plan. It's easy, like it's affordable. It's going to change your life, guaranteed. And it's also for somebody that not only wants to activate spiritually, connecting with, you know, all of their spiritual gifts, psychic, mediumship, light language, channeling, galactic beings. This is what we're connecting into. It's also somebody that really wants to learn how to grow their business as well and make money doing this work. What I can teach you is so incredibly valuable that you're going to be able to learn how to attract and make money using these gifts for the rest of your life. Okay, like it's just going to be amazing. So there's going to be lots of really cool opportunities and experiences coming up for that. But I do need to warn you, the price is going to increase. Okay, so it's one of those things that those that get in early get it cheaper. It's going to double to $2,222, and it's going to go up until it reaches $5,555. Okay, and then by then you're going to know the details, so you can still purchase it once you know what everything is, but it's going to be more. Okay, so that's just how it's going to go. That's how they brought it through to me. And yeah, if you want to do the payment plan, you can. It will be the best thing that you ever purchase from me, guaranteed, hands down. The really cool thing means if you're drawn to me, you know that I'm someone that's supposed to help you on your path. You'll know intuitively this is the best possible way you can work with me. It 100% is. And if you're ready to make a big change in your life, like, let's do this. Because the way that spirit work as well is they work through me. Okay, and I'm going to be a manifestation for some of you. Some of you have been calling out for help, support, guidance in all of these ways. Spirit work through certain people to bring that through to you. And I might not be for everybody, and that's okay, but I am for some of you. And for you, the people that I am for, you will know it in your gut. You will just know. Okay, and I can tell you we're going to have the time of our life together, and we're going to create an incredible bond and friendship, because I love all my clients. They know that. They know that. And most people come back again and again to do different things with me. So it's just an honor and a privilege. So you will know that this is going to be the best opportunity I've ever brought out. Okay, so if you have sort of like questions and things like that, send us a DM. Karen's going to be in the DMs as well. If you send us some questions and things like that, I think there probably will be. But I'm not going to tell you what everything is, okay, straight away, because I want it to be fun. I want it to be a surprise. I want you to like experience the joy and the excitement that's going to come with this, okay? That's why I want to do it a bit different than what I've ever done before, and just make this a really fun experience. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not finished yet. I'm finished for today's session, but tomorrow we're back for claircognizance. So claircognizance is your clear knowing, and we're going to tune in and we're going to activate that. And there's a few more surprises coming. Okay, so Brenda, you've got some questions. Yes, you can upgrade. Send us a DM and we'll give you the details on all of that as well. But let me feel into it. I feel like that was everything I wanted to bring through. But This is going to be your superpower. You activating these gifts is what you came here to do. This is part of your soul blueprint. Spirits say it's time. The biggest thing coming through is like, we need you guys. We need you activated. We need you deeply connected. We need you serving. We need you passing on messages. We need you doing this work now more than ever. And it's safer than it's ever been to come out and do this, okay? My business exploded when I owned my spiritual gifts and I brought this out there, and I did it scared. I did it fearful. I did it worrying everyone's going to think I'm crazy, that I've lost it. I don't care, because this work is so big and so important. And I know you get it, and I know you feel it, okay? Because you understand this work and how powerful it truly is. So there we go. This is it. This is an opportunity and a portal opening for you to step into and transform your life, even if you don't know where it's going to take you. You're never going to know where it's going to take you. You're never going to know where it's going to lead you. You're not going to ever have all of the answers. You're just always going to get the next step. And it's about feeling into it intuitively for you. Behind the fear like, what if it doesn't work? And what if it's not the right time? What if I can't do this? What if I don't have gifts? Like, all of this stuff is going to come up. But beneath that, what is the feeling? Like, does this feel good? Does this feel exciting? Does this feel like it's meant to me? That's what we need to listen to. That's where you're being guided. And most people ignore that, right? Because they go into rational and logical mind and all of the things. Amazing. So thank you. It's just so fun. I wish I could talk to you guys all day long, honestly, but we do need to go. If you have questions, send us a DM. We're going to reveal more about this over the next couple of days in the group. But I really look forward to seeing you guys all tomorrow. So tomorrow, what time are we at? Does anyone remember what time I said tomorrow? Because it's in my phone and I need to check. I think it's, is it 10 o'clock tomorrow? I've got to check. But I will be back here tomorrow for claircognizance, okay? Sending you so much love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being on this journey. And I look forward to speaking to you all really soon. Bye.